here again, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the decisions that we have made. I know you guys, when you have something as our daughter that has a diagnosis of Dandy Walker, which is not that common, there's going to be a lot of things. They're going to be, going through different specialists, and long story short, neurologist added the cerebral palsy, and we noticed that she wasn't following us that much with her eyes. So we were referred to the pediatrician ophthalmologist, and we went to the appointment. And obviously, when it's a baby, they have to open their eyes, by force, basically. And it was very painful to watch, but in either way, she was like, there's some issues on the retina, but I don't know what they are. So I really don't want to tell you an answer, a diagnosis, or anything, because I don't know what it is. I have never seen it. I've been a pediatric ophthalmologist for 20 years and I have never seen it. Keep in mind, we live in a small city. Well, it's not a small city, but it's not a huge city, so keep in mind that. So anyways, she referred us to the retina specialist, and that was on last Wednesday. Today is Sunday. And they did the same thing. We went to the appointment. They had to check her, so they opened her little eye again with the little metal things that if you open your eye with those things, it's not really that painful, but I guess because she doesn't know, she's scared, she's all these people are touching her, and it's a baby. Come on, everybody would do the same thing. It's a baby. She doesn't understand. It's for her own good. So obviously she was crying. She got, it was very hard for us to be there. My husband had to hold her. Of course, we had to hold her little body, and she made so much effort that she pooped herself badly. So you can imagine of that what degree it was, because they have to see into her eye, and I understand, and we knew they were not hurting her, but it's hard for her to go through all these things. So the retina specialist said that he gave us a diagnosis. Again, he said that it was on the retina. It seemed like there were not holes, but a little bit of little spots where it was thinner, I should say, than the rest of the retina. So he was looking at her, and then he was on his cell phone, and we knew that he was Googling some stuff. Come on, it's not common, and he's not specifically a pediatric retina specialist. So we understood, and he was honest with us. He's like, what, she can see, which is a good thing. I don't think that she's impaired. To what degree she can see, we don't know, but it will be with other kids, so it will be the same thing, because we cannot do a test, like an adult, to see if you need glasses or not, whatever. So he said, I think it's this, but you guys seem very aware of everything, so if you guys think of something else, you guys can call me, or let me know, blah, blah, blah. I had talked to other Dandy Walker parents, and they had told me that coloboma was a really common, something very common with Dandy Walker kids. And I also did my research, and it seemed like it fit, but the doctor went like, yeah, it might, but at the same time it might not. So he was not, obviously not straightforward like any other doctor. But anyways, I'm not talking about that. The fact is that we have made a decision, and we wanted to share to you guys that we are not going to keep doing this kind of testing and taking her to the ophthalmologist. They wanted to see her every month. Actually, they wanted to see her in 2 weeks, and then the retina specialist in 2 months, I believe. But he wanted us to go to a bigger city in order to get a proper diagnosis. So what we asked is it seem like it's getting worse, or he said no, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be getting any worse than what it is. So it's not getting worse. And then he said, yes, she can't see. So for us, those two things were very important, and it was the main focus for right now. We don't believe that it's necessary for her to go to the appointments again and again and again, and just so they could keep checking and keep trying to guess what she has. We don't want her to have that type of childhood. I know right now some people be like, oh, well, she's too little, she's not even gonna remember, but I am gonna remember. And I think those kind of events, if you keep taking your kid to the doctor, I mean, we just don't want her to have that life and to be in the doctor's office every month. We almost have 3 appointments every month of a different, like, let's say this week we have the ear, nose, and throat specialist, and then next month, which is April, we need to go see the neurologist again, and then the pediatrician, and then it's too much. And they don't try to hurt her, but it does affect her in a way. So as long as we know that she's not getting any worse, that her head circumference is not getting any bigger, she doesn't have this hydrocephalus, so she doesn't need a surgery, and she's not getting worse, then we're gonna leave it at that. And that's a decision that I know it's been hard for us, because obviously you always want to kind of like find out exactly what it is, so pinpoint it, and maybe we can do the surgery or blah blah blah. But for now, we have made a decision that our kid is gonna stop, at least with everything that has to do with her eyes. On Wednesday, we're gonna go to the ear, nose, throat specialist, which is going to evaluate her again for her right ear, which seems to be 100% hearing loss from her right. I keep pointing at my left. Sorry, it's my right. But so as long as it will be the same thing, we're going to go see if they can give us an answer, maybe if there's a treatment for her right now, we'll take it. We'll try to do as much as we can. But if it's just gonna be a checking and this and that, no, we're not gonna be playing that game. We want her to have a happy, as not normal, but as good as a childhood that she can have. So that's our decision for now, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, because I know some of you parents might be going through the same thing, that doctors are never gonna stop. And that's their nature. They always want to know what's wrong, and they just want to find out, and that's okay. That's their nature to do. That's what they do. They try to they want to get to an exact diagnosis. And sometimes I feel in our case, we really thought about it, and we're like, well, is it really worth it, or is just us? What is it for, really? With the cerebral palsy and the Dandy Walker that she has under her belt right now as diagnosed, we've been able to, get her into most programs as far as for, the early childhood intervention and, all those things. So for that, for now, we're going to leave it at that as far as a, ophthalmologist, and just want to share with you guys. And if you guys are going through the same thing again, check back with me and let me know, and what was your decision, and see, hey, let us know what you guys think, because it is hard. And believe us, we've been talking about it, and one day we're like, yeah, for sure, we're not gonna go to the doctor anymore. Well, not all doctors, but we're not gonna take her to this doctor and this doctor, blah 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 blah. And then we're like, oh, well, what if this and what if that, and what if we get a diagnosis and we can do anything better? So it's hard, but for now, that's a decision that we have taken. I think we're gonna stick with it. Seems like it. And just, like I said, if you guys want to go ahead and share what you guys think or what you guys have decided when it comes to your child, I will love to read about it. Comment below and subscribe if you want to go ahead and follow me and see where this journey takes us. Bye.